Joe Hockey has apologised over and over again for suggesting that the very poor don't own cars, and if they do, they don't drive far. The Treasurer made his remarks 2 days ago, but the Prime Minister today distanced himself from them. And Mr Hockey soon stepped up to admit he was wrong, insensitive and sorry. Political correspondent Greg Jennett reports.
Were they insensitive? Were they stupid?
Joe Hockey's misfire has driven his government to distraction and left his budget sales pitch in need of serious repair.
What's said can't be unsaid. I can only apologise.
And what an apology.
I am really, genuinely sorry.
Sorry for any impression that the government doesn't care.
I'm sorry about that interpretation. I'm sorry about the words.
He's very sorry.
I'm sorry about that.
Very, very sorry.
In the case of fuel excise, I'm sorry the words came out the way they did. I accept responsibility.
For most of the week, the Treasurer's held firm.
The poorest people either don't have cars or actually don't drive very far in many cases.
But the defences were massively weakened when the Prime Minister came home.
I had 4 days.
And disowned his words.
Well, plainly, I wouldn't say that.
Cabinet colleagues were hardly rushing to the Treasurer's aid either.
Are you going to support what he said?
I always support Joe Hockey. Joe Hockey's doing an inspirational job as Treasurer.
Do you support what he said?
I think he's doing an inspirational job as Treasurer.
Joe Hockey's apology won't slow the pursuit by his opponents.
If the Treasurer can't sell the budget, you either dump the unfair budget or you dump the Treasurer.
The Treasurer stresses the climb down was his own idea. It may have been, but there were no shortage of people at top levels of the government who felt Joe Hockey had to show remorse and has to eliminate unforced errors if his budget's to be carried. His retreat's complete, but he's completely self-driven to impose that fuel excise hike on all drivers. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.